Hey guys, yes, so this is a follow-up video on the one that I did regarding if you should pull for Sentinel, and I guess this video is not should you pull, it should be should you skip Sentinel. Alright, so a lot of you have been asking if you are, if you can actually skip Sentinel, and one of the concern here is that if you skip Sentinel, are you still able to complete like Reveries? And here the comparison for Sentinel slot is actually Flutterpage, which is why I compared her with Flutterpage Sentinel and Flutterpage in the previous video, but I kind of forgotten to compare with Eternity. That's because Eternity doesn't really appear that much, in the sense that not many people actually use Eternity. But this video, that is what we want to answer. If you have Eternity, can you proceed without Sentinel? Okay, so the aim here is simple. We want to look into all these fights, and we want to find a team, Bloodtithe team, that has Sentinel but that has Eternity but not Sentinel. But one thing for sure is I do not know what's the portrait of these characters. So, what I said before, if you have like P3, P4, P5 Nautica, I'm pretty sure Eternity will work. Okay? If Sentinel and P0 Nautica works, and you have a P3, P4, P5, and the Eternity, definitely will work. I am very confident with that. Okay, however, P0 and P0 Eternity, P0 Nautica and P0 Eternity, that I couldn't exactly answer you because I have never tried it yet, but I do believe it should. Okay, not 100%, but I believe it should. And yeah. Alright, so let's start. Okay, this is Dynamo. Don't bother. Here we have the Bloodtithe team. So far, no Eternity. Everything is with Sentinel. This one's without Sentinel, but this is with Flutterpage. No Eternity here. Okay, let's proceed. This is all Dynamo. Okay, another Bloodtithe set. Here, Bloodtithe. Again, no Eternity. Sentinel. Okay, if it's Sentinel, definitely is without Eternity. So let's skip. Okay, moving on. Okay, Rubuska. Is there any team with Rubuska but without Sentinel? With Sentinel. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is the first one here. We have here Eternity, Semmelweis, Nautica, and Rubuska. We do not need Sentinel. But it's only 0.5% of people that are actually using this team. And there's another 0.3 that also uses similar team, but the difference here is their level. Okay? But it's actually the same team. Right? So apart from that, yeah, I do not see Eternity anywhere else. Oh, here, one more. Eternity, Semmelweis. Instead of Rubuska, you have Fatutu and Nautica. Alright, that's cool. Okay, so here we have another Eternity team. Keeperina, I don't think I will see any Eternity here. Nope. Flutterpage, nope. Okay, all this Flutterpage is with Assassins. Pretty cool. Assassin team, definitely no Nautica. Medicine Pocket, maybe. Medicine Pocket. Oh, there we go. Medicine Pocket, Eternity, Semmelweis, and Nautica. But again, I think this Nautica it should be quite high portrait, I think. Okay. Yeah, so Eternity is there. So that's for 450 meters. Okay, so as long as you have another 3 team for the other 3 fights, then you are good. But if you just want to compare, the plan one doesn't have Bloodtithe in there. Check it earlier. So this is for 450-3. Let's see. Eternity. Again, I don't see it. Oh, there you go. With the Medicine Pocket team. Alright, not bad. Here, Eternity. Yep, we have that here too. Eternity with Medicine Pocket again. Of course, no Sentinel, right? Eternity and Sentinel. I don't think anyone does it. Oh, there's even an Ezra team. Yeah, so for you guys who have this, you definitely can try this out if you are not using Ezra in Dynamo. Okay, Eternity. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. You do have Eternity being used in several, you know, in some of this team comp. There, Eternity again. Okay, so at least Eternity in fact is one of the top used unit, but the top 14. So we can directly see this is all Eternity team, the variations. Right, so even this, are they really using 3 units only? This must be probably P5 Nautica, maybe. Oh, there's this one which is without Semmelweis. I'm surprised. All right, okay, so move on. To 450-4. Just a quick one. I don't think there's a lot of people using Bloodtithe here, I think. Because you can cheese it with Beacon Bloom. And everyone has Beacon Bloom. There's number 1. Nautica. Yeah, Nautica is here. Okay, Eternity is here as well. Alright, so this proven. 450 meter. You can clear it without Sentinel. As long you have either Eternity or Flutter Page. Okay, now 500 meter -1. Let us check that out. Yeah, we need to make sure at least until the final of the final stage that the team will still work with Eternity and not having Sentinel. This is all star units. Okay, there's Bloodtithe. But 522 is mostly with Assassins. This one's with Nautica. And you have Sentinel. No Eternity yet. Oh, straight here. We have Eternity. Okay, with the Rubuska team. Yep, still with Rubuska. Do note that 500 meter is definitely more strict in terms of team comp because the enemy hits so much harder. So sustain is really important. So in the 450 meters that you have Eternity like with Medicine Pocket or Eternity with another sustain, it may not work in 500 meters. But we will see. We will see. Rubuska with Eternity for sure. Rubuska with Eternity. How about Semmelweis? Still with Rubuska. Eternity is still with Rubuska. Okay, still the same. Okay, so this one, Eternity is with Rubuska. Next, 500 meter -2. Eternity with Rubuska again. Again, Eternity with Rubuska. Everything is Eternity and Rubuska. Rubuska, skip. Skip. No Eternity here. Everything else. Oh, there we go. There's Eternity, Rubuska, Eternity, Madison Pocket. Eternity, Rubuska, Eternity, 522. Okay. Alright, so at least for this stage, it's a little bit more flexible. Let's go for this one. Fatutu. Nautica, but no Eternity. No eternity. Flood the page. No eternity as well. We have eternity, but it's also with Rubuska. This somewhat already conclude that Rubuska is way more important to have than Sentinel. Okay, and the last fight, 500 meter -4. Okay, Nautica is used pretty much. Samwise. Yeah. You know, 500 meter -4, I would definitely say is the hardest. And you do need damage and you do need to be able to defend having proper sustain. So medicine pocket, no Nautica. Okay. So this actually indicates something. That when the fight is really hard now, then eternity may no longer work. Like the team will not have enough damage and then you will be taking more damage and whatever sustain that you have may not be enough. Right? Because we always say, you know, offense is the best defense. So if, yeah, you have to keep prolonging the fight, eventually you will fall off. But if you are able to clear the fight much faster, then you don't need that much sustain. So in this case, it seems like nobody actually used Eternity for the Bloodtithe team. But again, you do not need to use the Bloodtithe in this team or in this fight. You can use it in another fight. But this is just an indicator that if Blue Pork decide to push the difficulty a little bit more, then your Bloodtithe team, your Bloodtithe team, may not function. Okay, due to having lower damage. So in that case, you still would want to pull for Sentinel. But if you really just don't care, and you hope that in the future there are new characters coming in that is also Bloodtithe and they can replace Sentinel or even Eternity, then I guess you can skip Sentinel. Okay, yeah, but pretty much to clear 500 meter, you don't need Sentinel. That is pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching and have a good day.